Damn, guys, I should have Anthony Red on more often. Yesterday, A-Red making an appearance here for the first time ever on video, as I had him doing my video with me. We did a nice little production yesterday, and then he goes out and pulls off a 4-0 sweep, all 25 dime releases, another 100 dimes of profit, and I mean, it was an impressive 4-0 sweep. Oakland, -4 by 17 points over Bowling Green. Minnesota, a 2-point road dog, winning by 9 at LaSalle. Buffalo, a 3-point chalk by 17 points at American. And South Florida, of course, a 3-point dog in the big dance by 11 over California. And guys, the money just keeps rolling in. If you've been following Anthony Red, listen, the bottom line is this. Not only is his record 51-25 over the past 57 days, but in that 57-day stretch, a $10 bettor has won $9,822. $9,822 today. 3 more 25 dime basketball winners, just as strong as yesterday's. Montana and Wisconsin, New Mexico, Long Beach State, and Colorado and UNLV. 3 big dance plays again. Not only a 4-0 sweep yesterday with those 25 dime releases, but 11-1 with his last 12 in college basketball, 15-4 with his last 19, no matter the sport, as Anthony Red's drive for 10 grand continues today. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this of course is going to be your Thursday video report. Listen, coming up in just a moment, I have a $17 coupon code that'll save you $17 off a single purchase today. Not only that, but I've also got free picks coming up on Gonzaga and West Virginia, along with Long Beach State and New Mexico. I'm on a 18-6 run with those freebies after cashing in again last night with South Florida. And of course, we're also going to talk about who's hot and who's not. Another guy that's red hot is Jeff Benton. He's won 5 of the past 6 days. And guys, today, going for the juggler, the guy that likes to call himself the big play specialist. And FYI, I hope next week we'll have Jeff on here doing a video with me as well. Jeff, today, one and only max wager play, 100 dime first round blowout of the year. 100 dime play. Guys, he's had 2 of them so far this season. He's won them both. The first one was back on February 22nd. Remember, Notre Dame, a 2.5 to 3-point favorite at home that night against West Virginia, rolling by 27 points. Then his other one was just last Friday. It was Louisville, a 3.5-point favorite in the Big East tournament against Notre Dame, ironically. And the Cardinals got there easily, winning by 14 points. 47-27 run with 20 dime releases. And this play, of course, 5 times stronger. 60-44 college basketball run overall for Jeff Benton in that stretch. $10 bettors have won in college hoops $3,260. He's putting over a third of that total on the line today. Again, one and only 100 dime first round blowout of the year. Third 100 dime play so far this season, and he has won the previous 2. Derek Mancini, briefly mentioned him yesterday, and he won again today, winning day number 10 out of 11, including 7 in a row. Another 40-dime college basketball winner, number 14 out of 18 on Connecticut and Iowa State. Yesterday, 40-dime winner. Let's see, what was it? It was Miami of Florida, a 10-point favorite by 16 over Valpo. Look at his last 4 40-dime winners over the past week or so. Georgia State on Tuesday night, laying 9, beat Tennessee Tech by 31. He had Florida State outright against North Carolina as a 6.5-point dog over the Tar Heels in the ACC Championship game on Sunday. And then, of course, last Saturday, he had New Mexico State, an 8-point favorite by 25 points over Louisiana Tech. 40-dime college hoops winner number 14 out of 18, Connecticut and Iowa State. FYI, his overall record, 17-5 the last 22 days. And in that just a little over 3-week period, $10 bettors have won $3,230. So we've got a lot of handicappers, guys. They're on very nice rolls here. Now, one guy who I've talked about religiously over the past 6-7 weeks, who is not on a roll right this minute, which again, listen, any handicapper in this business, any gambler for that matter, who claims they win every single day, they're frauds, they're liars, okay? Most of them have 800 services and thick accents, okay? And a bunch of salespeople beating you up morning, noon, and night. As you know, we're a 100% online business. Craig Davis has had a phenomenal 6-week run. He hasn't been phenomenal the last 3 nights. He has hit a rough patch. But the fact remains, even though he lost 50-dime winner number 6 out of 8 last night on LaSalle, you know, you look at his overall run going back to February 1st, those $10 bettors are still at $4,305. And just the past 22 days, a little over 3 weeks again, those $10 bettors have won $2,795. So He is certainly struggling at the moment. He has 5 20-dime releases today. Most recent 20-dime winner was Michigan State over Wisconsin, the Big Ten tournament last Saturday, I think that was. Anyway, that's who's hot, and again, who's not, because as you know, I like to tell you the good and the bad here at the site on a daily basis. Now, let me get to your money-saving discount coupon code. It is going to be 17 Madness. 17 Madness. The number 17 and the word Madness. MADNESS. Put it all together, guys. No space between 17 and Madness. 17 Madness will save you $17 off a single purchase today from anything or from anyone at the site. Let me get to your free picks, guys. Again, what am I, 18-6 run with these free selections? I'll tell you what, I just don't buy into the fact that West Virginia, just because they're from the Big East tournament, Big East Conference, is suddenly going to be able to rise up after such a horrific finishing stretch this year and beat Gonzaga tonight. I know a lot of people say Gonzaga. I'm making fun of it, but it's really Gonzaga. Gonzaga. It's a great word to say. What are you doing? No, I'm going to Gonzaga. But anyway, never been to Spokane. Don't think I want to. Boom. Take a shot at all those people in Spokane. I know you all hate me now. But anyway, listen, Gonzaga is like a 1-point favorite in this game. It goes at 7:20 Eastern time. You know, I know West Virginia is playing in Pittsburgh. 75 miles away from their campus. So obviously West Virginia is going to have somewhat of a hometown support. Of course, everybody else that's there in Pittsburgh happens to be a Pittsburgher native. They ain't going to be cheering for West Virginia. That ain't just the right thing to do. I mean, you just don't like West Virginia if you're from the Steel City. That's how it goes, guys. But the fact remains that the Mountaineers finished the season by losing 8 out of 12 games. You know, Gonzaga has a couple of big guys, which you're going to need because, of course, not only does Pittsburgh have Kevin Jones, but they've got some size along the front line. This Gonzaga team is 25-6, and it's not like they haven't played somebody here on the East Coast. They did travel on New Year's Eve to Cincinnati and beat Xavier 72-65. I mean, they won 10-5 in non-home games this year. Certainly nothing wrong with that. They did beat a Big East member, Notre Dame, back in late November, but in all fairness, that was when the Irish really hadn't gelled yet as a team, but they hammered them in Spokane, 73-53. And remember, that's the same Notre Dame team that beat West Virginia by 27 points about a month ago and swept the season series from the Mountaineers. So, you know, Gonzaga also played Michigan State. They played Illinois. They played St. Mary's. I mean, they're a battle-tested team. They have plenty of tournament experience here. So I'm going to go with Gonzaga as the 1-point favorite. Now, listen, a lot of people in their tournament brackets, and FYI, you can get my tournament bracket advice. You can see the video here at the site, and you can also download the brackets of my own and 9 other handicappers at the site as well here by clicking on the tournament bracket link over on the left-hand side of your page. The other popular play in the bracket, seemingly, is to take Long Beach State over New Mexico. I don't see it, guys. Listen, New Mexico really impressed me by winning the Mountain West Conference at Thomas & Mack Center here in Vegas. And, of course, they got thumped by UNLV in Vegas during the regular season meeting. This New Mexico team has one thing going for it that most teams don't boast of at this time of year, and that's extreme depth. Steve Alford has a rotation that goes about 10 players deep. He gets solid contributions from 9 to 10 players. That is so critical at this stage of the season. Long Beach State won its conference tournament, okay? But its top player did not play because of a knee injury. And there's no word whether or not he's going to be playing tonight. And if he does play, how effective is he going to be? What percentage of health is he going to be at? That's why I think New Mexico is the way to go here, minus the 4 points. Just my thoughts on a couple other games. I know South Dakota State is a popular play as an 8-point dog against Baylor. And I got to be honest with you guys, I can see why. Even though Baylor is a team that lost, 3 times this year to Missouri, lost twice or split its season series with Kansas. I can't remember here. Bottom line is all 7 of their losses came in the Big 12. And after a 17-0 start, they only won 10 of their final 17 games. And yes, they were swept by Kansas. They were swept by Missouri. They lost at Iowa State. They lost at home to Kansas State. I mean, on its worst day, Iowa State and Kansas State, 10 times better than South Dakota State. South Dakota State is a perimeter shooting team. A lot of three-pointers, guard-oriented, 3-guard-oriented team. No different in many regards, in many aspects, than Missouri. So Baylor is certainly used to that style of play. I can see, however, South Dakota State covering that game for one reason. Baylor, when it won this year, did not blow anybody out. Baylor was not a team that hammered you by 13 to 18 points and blowout wins. It's just not built that way. And you have a very inconsistent star player in Perry Jones III. Yes, he got a little more selfish in the Big 12 tournament and averaged like 21 points a game in the tournament, but still, you never know what you're going to get from Baylor on a day-to-day basis. So I don't see South Dakota State pulling off the upset here, but I can certainly see grabbing South Dakota State as the 8.5 point dog in this contest. So those are your free picks, guys. Best of luck to you. I'll be back here earlier on Friday morning. Remember, 17 man. This is your money saving discount coupon code, and I will catch you again on Friday.